winery one time that, I asked for the DNA.
Chocolate and wine go together because they're the perfect pairing. It's like peanut butter and jelly. They're meant to go together. And they're both pleasure foods, or pleasure drinks. And when you bring them both together, you just have the perfect combination.
So Unionville Vineyards is part of the Garden State Wine Growers Association, and every year for these 2 weekends around Valentine's Day, we participate in the Wine and Chocolate Trail along with the other New Jersey wineries.
Matching the wines and the chocolates, specifically our chocolates with Unionville's wines, we were asked to come down and taste some of the wines they wanted to highlight. So it's really sort of like a compare and contrast of flavors. We went through this trial and error process to get some really good pairings, and then we came back here and we made those chocolates.
The pairing is so interesting that when you taste each separately, they have a certain taste, but then together brings out such different flavors in each other, and the texture is just
the mouthfeel is so
yeah.
interesting. Like if you just let the chocolate melt a little bit, it changes the mouthfeel of the wine when you drink it. The port and the dark chocolate was out of bounds. It was really good.
I've never really tasted chocolate with white wine before.
Yeah.
So tasting that with the lemon, the crispness of the white wine was very, very interesting.
And we really liked the whites here. There was the Heritage White and the Dry Riesling. And the milk chocolate they had with that lemon ganache center was just perfect mating for it. And even though I'm a dark chocolate fan, and the dark chocolate with the raspberry ganache was also very good.
It was wonderful. There's
it was
nothing
really
like
wonderful.
chocolate and wine.
Yeah, definitely.
It's a marriage.
I think people are getting more and more interested in the concept of pairing, whether it be wine or beer or even a hard liquor, of pairing foods with beverages. I think it's definitely something people are learning more and more about their food, and they're getting more interested in it, and it's something very tangible and something we love. Maybe they were kind of intimidated by it. They were like, well, I don't really know the rules of pairing, and I've always thought, just dark chocolate and red wine, and that's all they kind of thought about. So it's kind of broadening their horizons. They're like, well, I know I want to pair wine and chocolate, but I don't know how.
Well, when you're pairing chocolates with wine, one of the biggest things you want to do is keep, fruit goes with fruit. And also to make sure that the flavor of the wine and then the flavor of the chocolate can't be all over the place. So one of them has to be stable. So you can have a chocolate that has a lot of fruity nuances. In that case, you want a wine that's going to be kind of constant in flavor, and vice versa.
Think about the filling. Think about, where your chocolate's coming from and what kind of notes the chocolate itself has. The beverage and the food are supposed to work together so you have a more enjoyable experience overall.
Yeah, I think this is all I'm getting for Valentine's Day.
No.
I keep telling her she could beverage.